like to win and stay in the know.
I am Sheila Guerrero.
Hi everybody, thank you for tuning in to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. I am Sheila Guerrero, and I have a great informative show for you today. Now, yes, I am still talking about those women's issues that we deal with on the day-to-day. Yes, ladies, we do. Go ahead and admit it, on a day-to-day basis. However, today I'm going to talk about a touchy subject: domestic violence. I had the opportunity to meet a young lady who had a great career, who married who she thought was the man of her dreams, had a beautiful baby boy, moved out of the state, and then things started to spiral downward. We're going to talk to her. We're going to talk about her journey. She is the epitome of the onward journey. So you don't want to go anywhere. You want to stay here for that. Also, I'm going to talk to you about keeping that pretty smile, how you can preserve your smile or increase a pretty smile and have your teeth all white. I'm going to give you tips for that. So don't go anywhere. This is Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. I'll be right back after this break.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the key to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my... Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. I am Sheila Guerrero, and let me tell you, domestic violence. It's a tough subject to talk about. However, it's a necessary subject to talk about. So many people have been impacted by domestic violence, it is unreal. And unfortunately, so many more people have been killed due to the results of domestic violence. Some people feel so shameful to talk about it because they feel like they don't want to be picked on, or they feel like it's their fault. But I'm here today to tell you that never is it your fault for anyone to put their hands on you. Never, ever. It is not your fault. You cannot provoke anybody to do anything. They do it because they feel the need to. They feel it because they want to feel macho. They want to feel that power. So don't ever think it's your fault. I had the chance to meet a young lady, and many of you know her. She was a news anchor here in Memphis from Augusta, Georgia. Bright smile, beautiful. I remember watching her on TV all the time. I met her once years ago, I think in 2007. However, she was here in Memphis to tell her story. Now, granted, I've seen her story before on YouTube or something like that, and but it was a pleasure to meet her again and to see her on the other side of what she went through. But before I go into the interview with this young lady, I want to give you some stats on domestic violence. Every 9 seconds, a woman in the U.S. is beaten or assaulted. On average, nearly 20 people per minute, that's per minute, are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. 1 in 5 women in the U.S. has been raped in their life. Staggering. So I don't want anyone to think, well, he just curses me out every now and then when I make him mad. That's an excuse you're making for him or her. Because men go through domestic violence also. But today, I want to hone in on the women. Now, I met Dee Griffin. Remember Dee? Pretty smile, pretty skin. I always thought her skin was so pretty. She just shined through from the television. Well, I met Dee at the YWCA's 19th annual Women's Luncheon.
We can no longer stand by and let violence happen. It's our duty. It's our privilege to help someone. Are you going to be a witness? Are you going to report if there's violence? Even more, are you going to be the one in your family to tell your relative who is an abuser to stop doing what he or she is doing? Love's life, who comes up, he wants to hold his mommy's hand at all times. And out of nowhere, he's always kissing her hand, not even prompted. He's a sweetheart. He says, thank y'all for being here. And I say thank you. Because of the support of Memphis, I'm alive. Because of you and your generosity and your prayers, I'm here. And I'm just telling you. I didn't want this assignment in life. I never imagined having this assignment. But I promised God that if He got me through it, my living would not be in vain. And my pain would have a purpose.
And I got a chance to talk to her about her story. And she gave me some really good advice on to help women who could be in a situation.
You have to get out. If you won't get out for yourself, get out for your children, because children, especially boys, are 3 times more likely to repeat the cycle of abuse if they witness domestic violence. So if you don't want to get out for yourself, get out for your children. The financial ramifications are hard. It's devastating to go broke because you no longer have that income coming in, or you, like me, you gave up your career for someone. It's hard, but it's worth it in the end. You may not have money at the time, but the saving of a life is worth it. It's priceless. So you get out for yourself, you get out for your children, and become a witness and help somebody else see that you can do it too.
Or those survivors, even advice for survivors.
Keep moving forward. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not fair. It is not fair. I've said it many days, it is not fair. And it's okay to acknowledge it's not fair. But you have your tears, you have your moments of, okay, pity party, 5 minutes, I'm up. I'm going to move forward. Don't let the abuser win over your life by keeping you stagnant, by making you stand still. The abuser still wins. Get up. Move forward, reinvent your life, take it as a new journey. I'm going to do something different than I did before, and that's what I've chosen to do.
Now, Dee's story is one of onwardness. She's very passionate about her story. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. She's a survivor. She's a beautiful son. You know, yeah, she's not ashamed, ladies. She told her story in front of countless people, and it was great to meet her. But let's take what Dee told us, ladies. Let's help one another. Let's spread the word. Let's encourage one another that you can fight. You can get over this. It's not the end. Let's do this, ladies. Don't go anywhere. More Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. We'll be right back.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the key to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. I am Sheila Guerrero, and it's time for Stay in the Know with Michael Jackson history. All right, yes. On this day, March 20th, 1991, Michael Jackson signed with Sony Records. Yay! Well, back then it was cool, but now Michael Jackson fans, we know like, no, Sony, whatever. You know, we're not fans of Sony or whatever. Tommy Mottola, I should be exact. But back then, okay, great thing for Michael, right? Yes. It was announced that Michael Jackson and Sony signed a contract that gave an $18 million advance for the forthcoming album, Dangerous. You know I love Michael. Okay. The contract also made Michael the CEO of the newly formed Nation Records, which changed its name to MJJ, probably MJJ Productions. The deal was reported to be worth $1 billion. Go ahead, Michael. What is your favorite song on Dangerous? My favorite song is Keep the Faith. It's number 12. Michael went to church on that record. Yes. And this has been your Stay in the Know. You know I love Michael. With Michael Jackson history. Don't go anywhere. More Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. We'll be right back. Take away my money.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the keys to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. It is now time for Chef Guerrero to whip it up in the kitchen. Hey, man, I can't nay for nothing, man. Anyway, I'm supposed to be giving you a dish anyway for my spinach artichoke dip, not whipping and nay-naying. This dish is a really, really good dish. So if you make this dish and you take it to a family gathering or an event, your family and your friends are going to be like, from that point on, where's the spinach artichoke dip? Even in heaven, someone's going to say, you didn't bring the spinach artichoke dip that Sheila Guerrero showed you how to make? Seriously, it is that good. And it's a crock pot dish, so you can throw everything in the crock pot and go about your merry way and come back to some really good, gooey, cheesy spinach artichoke dip. You're going to love it. It's really, really easy to make. So get ready. You've been forewarned. And here are the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need spinach, artichokes, chopped garlic, chopped onion, cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, and mayo. You're going to take the artichokes and the onion and the garlic and chop it in whatever type of food processor you have. And it's okay to put a little of the juice from the artichokes in there. It makes it even better. You're going to put a little onion. Depending on how big your food processor is, you may want to put a little onion in at a time. So that's probably a small onion or so. Let's put a little more, a few more pieces of onion in there. Okay. And then we're going to put some chopped garlic. You can always add more onion as you go. Okay, let's give it a whip. Okay, going to add the remaining onion. Smells great. I love this dish. Now you're going to add the spinach. All the spinach out. Love this dish. Next, you're going to add the chopped artichokes, onion, and garlic. That out. Artichokes smell so good. I don't know how many people actually like artichokes. Like, I put artichokes in my spaghetti. Oh, that's going to be one of the dishes I have to show you all. It's so good. It's turkey spaghetti, but you can use beef as well. Next is the cheese. Yummy. Who doesn't like cheese? Love cheese. Next is the cream cheese. Get that in there. And all this is going to melt all together easily. Next, you're going to add a cup of mayo. I love mayo on my fries. When I went to Germany, I noticed that that's how they eat their fries over there. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes. You're going to add all this in there. You're going to just stir it in there really good. Just to get it all mixed in pretty good. As best you can, because once it melts, it's going to be fine. Just try to get it in there evenly. Especially the cream cheese. Okay. Next, you're going to add Parmesan cheese. And this is basically the recipe, you all. This is basically it. Very easy. You're going to let it stay in your crock pot at least 30 minutes, give or take, but check it because it starts to bubble really fast with all the cheese in there. And if you want, black pepper to taste, but that's optional. And that's it. And here you have it, Sheila Guerrero spinach artichoke dip. Look at that bubbly goodness. It's so rich, so creamy, and you're going to love it. So let me know if you make this dish. So now I'm ready to taste it. And here you have it, Sheila Guerrero's famous spinach artichoke dip. Don't worry, this recipe is at SheilaGuerrero.com right now. Go there, print out the recipe. Let me know if you tried it. Let me know if you liked it. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends. But don't you go anywhere. More Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. We'll be right back. I'm digging in.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the keys to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. It is now time for Stay in the Know with Health and Beauty. Now I have a question for you. How many of you out there wouldn't mind if you could have a brighter, whiter smile? Wouldn't mind if your teeth could be a couple shades lighter? I know I wouldn't mind. What if I told you could possibly have 2 key ingredients that could lead you to brighter, whiter teeth in your household? Baking soda and peroxide. Now I must tell you, I vouch for baking soda and peroxide to whiten teeth because I use it in conjunction with my Colgate Optic White toothpaste. Yes, I vouch for that. I've had so many people come to me and ask, what are you using your teeth? Your teeth are so white, oh my goodness. And I always say, baking soda and peroxide. It's inexpensive, it does the trick, and I've been doing it for over a year now, and I'm pretty satisfied with my results. Let me show you exactly what I use. I take 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I take 1 teaspoon of peroxide. I put the 2 together, and then I take my Colgate Optic White toothpaste, and I don't mix it together. I normally just put it on my toothbrush like this, and then I mix it in. Mix it all and make a paste. And then I brush my teeth. I rinse and I do it again. So that's my trick. That's what I do to get my teeth white. And like I said, I've been doing it for over a year and it absolutely positively works. Baking soda combined with water releases free radicals that breaks down stained, causing molecules on tooth enamel. Make sure you use less baking soda than hydrogen peroxide and make sure your paste is not gritty. This is my favorite home remedy because I know it works and I use it almost every other day. Make sure you thoroughly rinse your mouth so no baking soda and peroxide is left. Excess baking soda and peroxide can break down the enamel and cause sensitivity. And make sure you only use this 2 or 3 times a week. Now there are other home remedies you could possibly use to give you those desired lighter teeth. Remedies such as apple cider vinegar and coconut oil mixed with your toothpaste. Now, I was at Walmart the other day and I came across a pretty cool toothbrush with a built-in whitening pen. How cool is that? What you do is you brush your teeth like normal and then you apply the whitening gel and you're done. No need to rinse or anything. Now, this is by Colgate and it is the Optic White line. And I'm going to review this next week, so you want to tune in next Sunday because I want to see if it works, because the box says whiter teeth in 2 days. And this has been Stay in the Know with Health and Beauty, brought to you by City Makeup. Coming up next, Stay in the Know with Sports, right back after this break.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the key to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. It's now time for Stay in the Know with Sports. And amid Maria Sharapova's admission that she failed a drug test at the Australian Open,
I wanted to let you know that a few days ago I received a letter from the ITF that I had failed a drug test at the Australian Open. I did fail the test and I take full responsibility for it.
many people are wondering why the media is taking it so lightly, opposed to how they treated Marion Jones. You remember Marion Jones, the Olympian, or Venus and Serena Williams. Now, those young ladies can't even wear what they want to wear on the court without being criticized beyond belief. Now, even CEO of Head Rackets, who's also Sharapova's racket supplier, came out in her defense, saying meldonium should not even be on the banned list. Sharapova herself even took to her Facebook page to criticize a few media outlets who were reporting on her drug test fail, saying, quote, "Some, not all, but some in the media distort, exaggerate, and fail to accurately report the facts about what happened," end quote. She spoke out against the media because they broke the story that she had been warned 5 times about meldonium. We will all find out if this will affect Sharapova's career or not. This has been Stay in the Know with Sports. Coming up next, Stay in the Know in your community. Right back after this break.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the key to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. It's now time for Stay in the Know in your community. And I love this segment because I highlight organizations and individuals, companies who are trying to make this city a better place to live, a better environment, a better place for resources. Yes, Remington College campus invites people to give blood at its upcoming 3 Lives Blood Drive on campus Tuesday, March 22nd from 8 a.m. to 12:30. Remington College's blood partner for the event is Lifeblood. Now, look, you all, my church, Greater Imani, they pride themselves in making sure people are informed on how important it is for the African American community to give blood, because our blood contains antigens that will help fight sickle cell. Remington College has funded the Three Lives program to be a national effort to recruit minority blood donors to help provide local hospitals with blood. Like I was just saying, it is so important, you all, especially African Americans. Our blood is the only blood that can help fight sickle cell. Isn't that amazing? So you see how vital it is for all of us to take part in giving blood. While the focus of Three Lives is to highlight the need for minority blood donors, everyone is encouraged to give blood at the event. However, donors must be 17 years of age or older and 110 pounds. All blood collected will go to local hospitals and medical centers to help people in the community. This is going to be an event that will require efforts from so many people to make it a success. Again, it's Tuesday, March 22nd from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and it's at the Remington College Memphis campus. And that address is 2710 Nankana Boulevard. Again, 2710 Nankana Boulevard. The phone number, if you have questions, is 901-345-1000. Again, 901-345-1000. March 22nd, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You all, let's blow this out of the water because so many people need blood. We don't want, look, if something were to happen to you and the doctor say, "Oop, we don't have your blood type and no one here in the city has any of your blood on the shelves," what would you do? How would you feel? Right? So let's make sure we do our part, play our role. Bring people with you if you need to. Eat a little something before you go. Must be 17 years or older to give blood. 110 pounds. Don't try to give blood and you're, 90 pounds or you're under the age of 17. But make sure you do take part in this and let's help fight whatever diseases, whatever is causing illnesses in people. If it's blood related, let's do our part and make sure that these people get the proper care that they need. All right? More Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. We'll be right back.
But I know you're gonna like it in my city. Everybody.
Hello, my fellow citizens. I'm Sheila Guerrero, Mayor of City Makeup. Call me for all your beauty needs, makeovers, weddings, femme, pedicures, manicures, and much, much more. Call 901-246-0884 and get the keys to the city. I am Mayor Guerrero, and I approve this message. Welcome to my...
You ain't gonna wanna leave.
Welcome back to Stay in the Know with Sheila Guerrero. And I am so happy that you chose to spend 30 minutes of your only life with me. Your viewership means more than you could ever possibly imagine. Hopefully I've said something that you will take with you on your onward journey and implement into your lives and share it with others so they can follow suit. Hopefully you will take into account that advice that Dee gave us, on domestic violence. She said one thing particularly that has stuck with me. She said, love doesn't hurt. And my friend Sharita has told me that over and over again. Dee solidified it. Love does not hurt. So if you're not in a loving situation where you're giving and receiving, it's abuse. Point blank period, it's abuse. And there come a time in our lives where we're going to say we're not going to allow you and give you permission to abuse me in any form or fashion. So let's take what Dee told us and advice she gave us for our survivors as well, and for people who are currently in that state or in that mindset of I'm stuck. No, you're not. You're onwarding. You got to make that one decision and you're well on your way. So again, thank you so much. And the recipe to my spinach artichoke dip can be found on SheilaGuerrero.com. On Facebook, I'm Sheila Guerrero. On Twitter, I'm Broadcaster, the number 2, BE. And on Instagram, I am Broadcast Sheila G. Again, it's all for love and it's onward. It's our journey. Don't get stuck. You're well on your way. Until next time, God bless.
I am Sheila Guerrero.